Hello, hi, welcome back to my channel. I am Fatima and I am so happy that you're here. Today I am doing not a 12 by 12 layout, but something like it. And as you can see there, my starting point was that 6 by 6 I guess mini layout. And this paper I'm going to cut. I wanted to fussy cut the clouds, and there I am with them all cut because I am not the best fussy cutter and I didn't want to put you through looking at me cutting those clouds. Anyhow, moving on. This is my original idea. I had this 6 by 6 card that I made with the picture of my son, and I thought, of ways how I was going to incorporate that in his album, and I could have just worked a 12 by 12 layout around it, but then I decided that I was just going to make 3 more of the same and then just stick it onto a 12 by 12 cardstock and let it be a 12 by 12 layout. But then not too long ago I decided that I'm going to include some pocket pages into his albums because there are too many pictures that I want to include, and I'm not going to be able to do a 12 by 12 layout for each one of them. So I just decided that I'm going to do this with, keeping in mind that it's going to be put into a pocket page. I think they have those that are divided into 6 by 6. I will have to get a special one for this. Yeah, so that's the story with that. So I chose, because it's going to be all in one page, I chose that paper in the corner to be the same as the original one, and then those 2 other papers with the giraffes are going to change later on because I don't really like it, and then I started to do some layering, and I like the paper that I was using for the layering, and I'm going to switch it later on. And so I fiddled around with these pictures because originally I thought I was just going to use 4 pictures and get it done, just do 4 of the same. But then I decided that I wanted to maybe use something else instead, and for a minute here I wanted to put maybe a card with a note or a phrase or of some sort, but I abandoned that idea later and I decided to use that as a title card. But for a little bit I'm going to mess around with this what do you call this, die cut pieces from the Little You collection that you've seen me use before, and I'm going to end up not using any of this, but I could have cut it out, but I wanted to leave it in there so you guys can see my process. I thought that this wasn't going to take me a long time because when I did that first 6 by 6 card I did it during the NSD challenges that we were doing in the Facebook group. Oh my goodness, I am totally blanking out today. One of the flash challenges that we had that day was to do something like this, and I thought it was lonely, so I wanted to keep this layout, and I totally forgot what I was saying, so let's just forget about it and keep going. So here I thought that I was spending way too much time, just more time than I wanted to, so I decided to just start layering, doing some layering in those pictures that I know where they're going to go, so I don't have to be so I have a starting point. So here with this picture I fiddle around with how to layer it, and here you can see the background paper that I'm going to change it to. I was thinking that I was going to use that as a layer, but then I liked it as a background, so I decided to just switch those giraffe papers for that one. And it's kind of a polka dot paper. And here my phone turned off, and it got hot and I had to turn it off. But I didn't do much. I just took out the title, what my title is going to be, A Gift from Above, and that little cloud of words is that little card that I had before that I wanted to include it anyway, so I decided to cut it as a cloud and put it up there with the rest of them. And that is excuse me, that is card from the Coda parts that came in the kit. It's exclusive to Scraptastic. It's a Coda part from them. Oh my goodness. And it says, little boys should never be sent to bed. They always wake up a day older, by Peter Pan. And it's cute and it's true. You don't want your babies to grow. You want them to stay little forever. Anyhow, I'm just adding some clouds to the top, and I'm not trying to make this anything complicated. As you can see, the bottom one, I just stick a picture on some layers and then added some stickers and some embellishments, and this is basically what I'm going to do to all of them. And I have no idea why it took me so long to do this, but it did. I thought it was going to be a quicker video, but I did my best trying to cut it down. And that bottom part there, as I've said before, I am really stubborn when I'm trying to do things. So for some reason, for whatever reason it was, I wanted to use that vellum piece of for the title, and I'm trying to see what is it that I'm going to do. And I have this punch that I had for a long time. I don't even remember why I got it, because I got it way before I even dream about scrapbooking, and I never used it because I didn't know how to get that thing to cut right. I used to do this all the time, and then I'm like, okay, so what am I supposed to do with this? Am I supposed to cut the squares? I didn't know that I had to turn the paper around so I can have an even punched. And recently I learned how to use it, experimented and playing around with it, and I thought, well, maybe this is a good occasion for me to use this punch, but I end up not using it anyways. But I leave it in here so you guys can see my struggle and my journey. So I'm going to skip you through this because I spent a few minutes trying to play around with this, and then I changed my mind. There we go. Now I'm trying something different. I'm moving it to the side. Maybe I use it just halfway, but no, that's not gonna work either. And I'm just getting frustrated with this, so I'm just gonna leave it alone for a little bit, and I'm going to start putting some stickers. And as you can see, I do not want to leave that vellum piece, but I'm just gonna leave this for now, and then I'm just gonna start sticking some things up there, those other 2 pages. And what am I going to say? I don't know. Those stickers that I'm using, they're not stickers, they are chipboard, I guess, chipboard stickers. They're Mambi. These are from the first things that I bought when I started, when I decided that I was going to do scrapbooking. You know, I really wish I had found all these videos that I found online after I bought a whole bunch of baby things. I have a lot of stickers that I am probably not going to use because I look at them now and I don't like them at all, but I bought them because I was thinking, you know, that I was going to need them to do to do the album. And then when I started watching these videos, I realized that I didn't really need it. do it like that. You know, I was thinking about a more traditional scrapbook, and I quickly decided that that's not what I wanted to do. And I really like designing. Look at me. Well, creating these layouts the way that I do now is it's very satisfying for me to be able to do it this way. And this cloud, since I cut it from that paper, the other ones have this stitch design around them, so I decided that I wanted to do that so it can look a little bit like the others. And the others are on blue, and this is a gray pen, but I think it looks good anyways. You guys are gonna see it at the end. I attempt to put it close to the camera, but I never do that. See that? I thought that was close enough, but it wasn't. But at the end you'll see in the picture. Okay, so I think now I'm going to go back to the title. And I apologize, I recorded this quite a bit ago, and I didn't get the chance to do the voiceover until now. So this is probably gonna go up today. I'm gonna try to put it up today. What is it, the 22nd? I think it's Wednesday or Tuesday. I'm not sure what day it is. I think today is Wednesday. Okay, but here I was just taking some washi tape out. This is some old washi tape that I have, and you already saw I abandoned the idea of using that punched piece of paper that I had there, and I just decided I was spending way too much time on that card, and I decided to just move it along. And I'm just putting some washi tape. I really like that washi tape, but it's very glittery, and I have this issue with glittery things. I think that they are just too, what do you call it, too bright somehow. I don't know, I think it's my light that is right above me, so I only put it so I can show a little bit of it. And then I just take the two papers down, and now I want to add some twine because I love adding texture and, you know, different things to my layouts. And I'm going to, here I am, you see this is pure stubbornness, people. I'm still trying to put that vellum piece, and I know it doesn't work. Even before I put it there, I know it wasn't going to work, but I put it there, and then I start working on something else, because apparently this is how my brain works. When I remember to do something, I just leave whatever I'm doing and go back to do it. And what I'm doing here is adding some yellow washi tape, because I thought, since these two pictures at the top, he's wearing yellow, and that bottom picture doesn't have any yellow at all, I wanted to add some yellow washi tape, just a little bit, so it can come down. At least that was my thinking there. And I think it's okay. You don't see the bottom one too much, but it's fine. It works. So here I am messing around with this vellum, and it's not going to make it there. It's not going to stay there. I'm going to but yet I am trying. I try many things here. I remove it when I finally tell myself that it's not gonna work. And you know what I figure out? Every time I try to do something that is so persistently throughout the layout, I always end up not doing it. And here I try some washi tape. I don't know, I think I was trying to have something where the title was layering, but it doesn't have to be like that, you know, because this is the only thing on this page, the words, the title. So here I'm doing this, and I stretched it out sideways, and I figure out, oh, I can wrap this around like when you tie a gift. And how cute is that? Because the title is A Gift from Above, and there is a annoying fly that wouldn't leave me alone. I wanted this 5 seconds of YouTube fame. Anyhow, I tied up a bow, and people, I am done. I talk too much. I don't know if I explained what I was doing right, but I hope that you enjoy this video. I am coming to an end. This is all I'm going to do, and I'm going to say thank you so much for watching. I hope that you like this video. Give it a thumbs up if you do, and come back. Bye.